My name is Mohammad. I'm the CEO of Klikko. Klikko is a business development company. We are actually currently involved in several projects, two of them being PriceShape and WordPens. Previously, we've been working with other development companies in Russia. And one of the reasons that we also started looking for a company here in Europe was not only the time difference, but also the distance in case we want to meet up. And when we started working with Flexi, I mean, we're only 1 hour time difference, which is very helpful for us. It's almost in the same time zone. It's very close in case we want to go to, for example, Kiev and meet up with them. But that hasn't actually been the case because that was not needed. I mean, everything goes very good on the communication. We communicate on Slack, on Google Hangout, and we create the tasks on Jira. So everything goes as a really good flow. The need is not that big to meet up all the time. So we don't feel like they're actually abroad. We feel like they're just in a building next door and we can meet with them at any time. And that is very helpful, especially if considering that it is so vital part of our projects of our company that we have developers very close. But a simple click on the button and we are face-to-face on Google Hangouts. So if needed, we can always be very close, but we don't actually feel that they're very far away. We first of all, started working on the WordPens project. And we started working with them actually a couple of years ago. And since then, we've been actually giving them more and more tasks and more assignments. And the recent bigger project we also gave them, besides WordPens, is the PriceShape project. PriceShape is a software that actually can help you, your business, monitoring your competitors' prices. So what we do in PriceShape is we scrape data from your competitor's website and then get it into our app, into a very intuitive dashboard where you can obviously look on your competitors' prices, but you can also change your own prices, shape them. It fits to your business, to your goals, business goals. And then you can actually export it to an XML feed so you can import it into your own website or actually get it into your Google Shopping campaign. PriceShape is a lot of data. And when you're dealing with a lot of data, you definitely need to treat the data and be able to manage that. One of the things we actually learned is that if you scrape 100 different web shops, you will get data in 100 different ways. A lot of them might be Magento websites, but the CSS, the code, the HTML is so different in so many web shops. So when you get and you fetch the data, you will get it in many different ways. So you need to be able to handle and manage all this type of data, different type of data in your app. So there's a lot of work to be done in your app to be able to actually manage such diversity in the content you scrape. And not only that, you also need to be able to manage very large sum of data, because what we're doing in PriceShape right now, we're actually scraping more than 1 million URLs per day. And we're barely beginning. So within the next 12 months, we are going to be scraping maybe 500 million URLs per day. That's a lot. So obviously you need to be able to have a really good and solid foundation in your app to be able to manage that. And we're doing that right now. And not only are we capable of managing all the data, we're actually also improving our scraping. So it becomes faster and much more effective. And what we're doing with the data in PriceShape, we're giving the clients the opportunity to actually not only see which items are lower prices in competitors than their own, but they can actually shape it and they can actually export it to an XML feed that they can use to, for example, Google Ads, and getting better at the bidding for the right keywords. What we're using Flexi for in PriceShape is they're managing everything for us. They're managing the code, also the servers, everything. So what we do is we sketch up some features, some functionality that we want, and we create it in Jira as a specific task, and then we communicate it over Slack and Google Hangout, talk about the project, talk about the different functionalities, and we set a timeline for this specific function. And basically what we're doing afterwards is leaning back and having them manage everything for us, because they do that. They actually do everything on the project, and we have very good faith and are very calm on letting our project in their hands. So they're basically doing everything from A to Z on the different projects. Well, we speak with the project manager sometimes a couple of times a week, sometimes on a daily basis, and actually sometimes only once a week. We only talk to them when it is needed, and things are going very good. And the way we feel like the more we need to talk to them every single day, the less efficient are we on our side. So the fact that they're doing the task, everything is going on plan, means that we don't need to talk to them several times a day. But every time we need to talk to them, they're obviously available for us to talk to. So we try to manage it on an ongoing basis. The projects are my babies, and like any other situation, if your babies are hurting or something happening, you react to it right away. You don't wait to like the next day or next week or something. So you react, and the projects are my babies. So something goes wrong or something is urgent, I expect that the developers that I have working on the project, they commit to it and actually react as quickly as possible. And they do that, which is very important for me, and I'm very grateful for. So I think one of the best things about the partnership with Flexi is that they give really good response really fast. And that is very important as well, because they are abroad. We are apart from each other, so it's very important that as soon as I write a communication, any message on Slack, they react immediately to it. We've been working with Flexi for a long time, and we actually never met in person. So I thought it would be a very good idea for us to meet up in person, so I can see the team, get to know them a little bit better, and obviously also discuss for the future, because we are going to work with each other for a long time. So it's very important for us to actually be more connected. When I decided to go to Kiev, I was welcomed very. It was very overwhelming for me as well, because I didn't expect that they would necessarily show the dedication that they did. They had been packing up to prepare for the office we were going to meet up, and we had some very productive days in Kiev. I was taken care of all the time. I didn't miss anything. So the focus was 100% on me. And the most important thing of it was that we also got to understand each other even better. And for me, it didn't feel like that I needed to instruct them much more than we had done already, because we were already in very good sync. It was a good experience for me. It showed me that was definitely the right thing to do as well. And obviously, we had some great dinners as well. So we were spending the time with each other, and for me, it showed that they care about the clients. They are dedicated to the clients, which is obviously something that everybody wants. One of the most important things when you're working with any development company is that you want to have them involved as much as possible. And for us, it was very important that we actually had Flexi understanding our business. So what I did was I actually gave them time to understand the project. I gave them time to investigate the project much more, because the price shape we done from the beginning, but the WordPens they actually inherited from previous developers. So one of the things I did on the WordPens project is that I gave them a lot of time to study the project and getting familiar with it and learning it more. Because for me, it's very important that they are involved as much as possible and they understand this as much as possible. So what I would definitely recommend anybody working with not only just Flexi, but any other companies, but especially also Flexi, is that get them familiar with this, with the system, the functionality, give them time to study the project, understand it fully, and being aware of how all the business criteria are connected. Because the more they are understanding the project, the more they're involved in the project, the better they can develop, definitely. It gives me a sense of calm, I have peace of mind. And for me, that's very important, not just in business, but also in personal life. Because I need to be sure that when I am giving a project to another company and giving them tasks, that they're actually doing it without causing me headache. So the fact that they're doing their thing and not creating any stress for me and not creating any headaches, that is very good. I'm very grateful for that. And I think the most important thing is that it goes according to plan. It's very, very good work that we get. It's good code. It's on time. It's on budget. And it works. I mean, that's how it should be. It should be like that. And it is, and it's very good for me because I'm a very, very busy man, so I don't have time to have a headache with, I have headaches with anything else in the company as well. You know, everything else with clients, with market, you know, there's a lot of things to deal with. So the fact that I don't have to deal with any problems in the development, that's very good. And that's very, very important part of the partnership. We get a sense of a calm. We were calm in the partnership. We're very relaxed, and it works. That's what you want. Good quality, good code, on budget, on time. What else can you ask for?